Hi fellas, Tommy here. Today we're going to be doing some ammo testing with Eley Ultra Long Range. All right, we're back. We're going to start with a 10-shot group just to warm the barrel up. The barrel has probably roughly 100 to 150 rounds through it since the last cleaning. And we'll just dive straight in. I'm just going to use the scoring target as the sider. You'll probably also notice the chronograph, made the investment in that, as the Athlon Rangecraft. So it looks like we have an average of 1082, a minimum of 1070, a max of 1100. That was on a cold bore and barrel. All right, what we'll do is we'll drop down, we'll shoot a 10-shot group, and then we'll shoot 2 5-shot groups and see how it does. And I left my tune where it was set with the previous ammo of the same speed. This Eley Ultra, I ran into a pretty good deal through Kilo, where I think this is around $18, $19 a box right now instead of that typical 21. So I figured I'd give it a try. Then shot group. Dang. Looks like I already got sighted in for this ammo too. That is looking fantastic, just chewing out the center of that circle. Let's see what it can do with some 5-shot groups. I'll also show you guys how I score determine the size of these. So I'll post the sizes of the groups, but then I'll cut in with a video of me measuring them. The sun is coming out. It's kind of messing with me here a little bit. And I'm not paying attention to the chrono. You should be able to see it on camera. That should be 5. Let's move on to the next one. Okay. Well, that stuff is kicking some butt. Let's load up 10 more. We'll shoot 2 more 5-shot groups, and then we'll move on down to the 100-yard range and see what it can do there. But so far, this stuff's looking pretty good. And the average is sitting around 1080 right now after probably, what was that, 40 shots? 30 shots? So that's nothing to be upset about. 2 more 5-shot groups, and we'll go to the 100-yard range. That first shot was me. I'll let the rifle slide back on me. Okay. Last 5-shot group. I'll take it. That's pretty darn good looking there. Well, I'll get everything set up for the 100-yard range, and we'll see what it can do there. Okay, guys, out at the 100-yard range, I did take 10 siders to kind of dial it in to where it's close on the target, and walk my camera and target down, and then walk back up, set everything up. So after those 10 shots, the gun's been sitting for about probably roughly 10 minutes. And what I kind of plan on doing here is I'm going to shoot a whole box of the Eley Ultra. So we'll do 10 5-shot groups and see how it kind of performs. And we'll just kind of roll right into it and see what we can do here. Now I'm going to move a few targets down. Moving to the next one. Nothing special there so far. We are getting a bit of wind. I'll move my bullet holes up a little bit here. Add 2 clicks. Move on to the next target. I've got a bit of a breeze going on. I'll pull the weather data and let you know what it is. There we go. That one is awesome. Load up some more. Take that. Whoa. I had one kind of drop way out there. Even then, I'm shooting at ARA and limited targets, so it's probably going to make the groups look worse than what they are at 100 yards. All right, moving on to the next one. That one was hot. Okay. Not bad. All right. Gonna load up the last 10. See where we end up here. And I am just shooting through the wind gusts and things like that. We'll try to do a couple of groups here where we pay attention to the wind. Big gust of wind. Oh. And there we have it. What I'll do is I'll pull the target. We'll get everything scored up. As always, fellas, if you like what I put down, please like, comment, subscribe, share. And also a big heartfelt thank you for getting me past 1,000 subscribers. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Okay, guys. Some of you have asked how I measure out the groups. And what I do is I measure grease ring to grease ring outside dimensions. So what I do, and I can't look through the camera as I do this, is I pick the widest spot on the target and let's see here. I'm trying to look through the camera as I do this. And I try to go, I measure a little big, to be honest. I'd rather be, give you guys groups that are, bigger than what they should be. But if we look here close, get my fingers out of the way. So I measure outside to outside, and then I just subtract 0.22, and that gives us basically a center-to-center measurement of our furthest apart rounds. So for 0.41, you subtract 22 from that, we get 0.19. Now, I totally ignore the third digit. So usually I'm going to fudge it in the excess range of group size. So when I'm posting sizes, usually I'm going to tend to trend towards giving you a bigger number than it actually is.